Well, our Wednesday started off with a tremendous amount of fog throughout the valley, but then we got this high-level cloud cover coming in as we expected to see that development of that next storm system rolling on through. That helped to mix things up in the atmosphere, get rid of the fog only for a couple hours, and then the rain started to fall. Here you can see with our satellite and radar how the clouds moved in. Quick moving weather system. I mean, these showers were in and out of here. Very little accumulation. Heading into tonight, we're right back to the dry weather. So everything we got up to this point today is it. There is nothing more coming our way. Most of the valley not even recording rainfall for the day. Oroville, though, with about 4/100ths of an inch of rain, and Sonora squeezed out about 1/100th of an inch of rain. Everything that we expected. We knew this one was not going to be a big soaker, just kind of a ripple of a wave of wet weather moving through. Temperatures for today in the 50s as we're heading into the early evening hours, right around 50 for the foothills and closer to about 40 for the Sierra. Winds have been fairly calm, so we've got a good setup tonight again to see areas of dense fog to start us off for our Thursday. We'll mainly see that development after midnight. It will be sucked in through the valley, pretty much like we've seen the past couple of days, move up just a bit in elevation. You get out of the fog. Auburn, Placerville, Jackson, all looking at a great start to the day. However, for the Central Valley, including Sacramento, Elk Grove through Stockton and Modesto, and especially through the San Joaquin Valley, areas of dense fog and dangerous conditions, especially on the road. So use the low beams and just extend that space in between you and the car in front of you. All right, so we are expecting another weather system to move through. In the meantime, today's highs reach the mid-50s. These aren't terribly cold systems that are pushing our way. 60 for Fairfield, 55 for Marysville, Sacramento, Stockton and Modesto. Since we cleared out of the fog, we hit highs today in the mid to upper 50s, as opposed to the last couple of days we were in the low 50s. We're in the low to mid 50s for Auburn, Placerville and Jackson. 40s up top for the Sierra for both Truckee and South Lake Tahoe. As we've headed into the afternoon, it's been beautiful for the most part. After the showers moved through, the clouds cleared, we saw sunshine. Tonight with the light winds, we'll once again see the development of fog, just a light northwest wind. So that will help so the fog isn't so dense throughout the valley, but we're still going to find areas of patchy dense fog. Sunrise at 7:24. Great looking sunset from Tom Williams coming out of Cameron Park. Now that was sent into our ABC 10 weather force, which, by the way, you can upload those photos on the ABC 10 app. Such a handy tool to have, especially with all this active weather that we've been seeing recently. Our next storm system is on the way. The one that we saw today already moving out to the east, a much bigger hit for the Pacific Northwest. We just got the tail end of it. That's pretty much what this one is going to bring us as well. We'll have slightly higher totals, though, with rain and snow from this Friday system than, say, what we saw for today. Not quite as active as what we saw on Monday, but little better rain producer. But another quick mover. Here we are at 3 a.m. where you can see some of the showers developing through the valley, and then by 8 o'clock, it's out of here. So for the morning hours, we're going to see a few showers, but after that, a few lingering showers for the Sierra. But by the afternoon, everybody's clearing out, and then we head into this big stretch of dry weather. This next weather system coming through on Friday, here's what we could see from it. I know it's a quick mover, but at least it holds a little bit more potential to bring us anywhere from about 1/10 of an inch of rain in the valley to about 1/4 of an inch a little bit farther to the north. So again, it is going to be a better rain and snow producer for extreme northern California than, say, right through the southern Sacramento Valley and points southward. Also a slightly better snow producer for us, about 1 to 8 inches expected from that Friday system moving through. Even though it's a fast one, at least we'll get some snow out of it. And we really need it. As far as the statewide totals, we're still running roughly about 55% of normal. So we're down about half the amount of snowpack that we would normally see this time of year. Southern Sierra really looking quite dry at only 34%. And as far as our rainfall, you can see some of these deficits here throughout much of the valley, anywhere from about 3 to 5 inches behind where we should be this time of year. And unfortunately, these long-range outlooks aren't looking too promising right now. Drier than average conditions throughout much of California expected for the next 8 to 14 days, and above average temperatures. I've been hearing from so many people that are up at Tahoe saying it's pretty slushy up here and icy too, because everything kind of melts during the day, then becomes icy. So just be aware, we're not seeing the best powder up in the Sierra. Current temperatures for the rest of our outlook here, we're going to be in the 40s for Truckee and South Lake Tahoe. Down the hill in the mid-50s after morning lows starting off in the 30s. We'll see some patchy fog a little bit farther down the hill. Not so much for the foothills tomorrow. Have that opportunity for some snow showers moving through on Friday. And then you can see here we've got a mix of sun and clouds. Highs almost near 50 by the time we get to Monday. Across the coast, we'll see highs in the upper 50s after morning lows in the 40s. Once we head into the valley, a little bit deeper. It's going to be morning fog for our Thursday. Lows will be right around the upper 30s to near 40. Highs will be warming into the mid 50s for Tracy, Modesto, Manteca, and Lodi, up to about 53. Turlock 54 after some dense morning fog. To the north of that, Roseville, we're hitting a high of 53, as well as Folsom and Galt, even Elk Grove after a morning low of 39. Roseville's low 37 degrees. For Woodland, a high of 56, in Vacaville about 58, and El Dorado Hills at 54. Our 10-day forecast, well, we've got the rain chance on Friday, and then like I said, we are just hitting a big dry stretch here. Not only that, but quite warm as well. Look at some of these highs heading into next week. We're talking highs in the low to mid 60s, which will be nearly 10 degrees above average.